Hey guys, it's BDog1724 here again, back with more of the Red Box. And today, yesterday, I did all of the first encounter number 1. This is the Twisting Halls. This is where encounter 1 leads to. There's a little bit of flavor text here. It's called the Twisted Halls, by the way, if you didn't see it. This is a little bit of flavor text as the Dungeon Master you would read to your players. While traveling with the merchant Travis on your way to Fallcrest, you were attacked by goblins. You fought them off, but Travis discovered that the survivors had stolen a precious box from his wagon. You also saw a mysterious rider, a human on a black horse. You searched for both the rider and the goblins. And the goblins led you to a series of caves where you fought a few goblins before deciding that you needed help against the monsters. You joined together with other adventurers for a common purpose to retrieve Travis' stolen box and hunt down the rider who seems to have organized the attacks. On your way back to the caves, you were attacked by more goblins and hungry wolves, but at last you've returned to the goblins' lair. 2 passages head deeper into the earth. Alright, right here is a map of the whole dungeon, the Twisting Halls. Luckily enough, in the Red Box, they provided a map for this whole dungeon, which is very, very nice, very nice, and awesome that they did that. So it says there was 2 passageways. We're going to enter through this passageway, also known as Area 1 or Section 1 or Encounter 1, the Twisting Halls. And here you go, that is Encounter 1. And for anyone who has played the Red Box Encounter before, knows there's more into this room than it seems. And I'm not going to spoil that yet. I've already pre-rolled the initiative for this encounter, but I'm not going to show the initiative yet. I'm actually going to cover up a couple things. I can just tell you, actually. So it goes Falfon, Movgol, Nala, Jaundice, a mystery, we'll put like question mark, the Goblin Cutthroats, question mark, Redgar, and then Thom. So there was 2 question marks in this dungeon, meaning there was going to be 2 questionable things happening later in this fight. You did not hear me mention the horse. The horse does nothing. If it is attacked, it will run, probably to this passageway over here. So anyway, let's get things started with Falfon. See, this is why I rolled it off camera. You get a much smoother thing going. It didn't take me 10 minutes to roll initiative. I didn't spend a whole video to initiative, so if you like this better, let me know. If you don't, I can do the initiatives on camera. Just let me know, and I will see what I can do. So we're going to let Falfon make his turn. Probably going to let him attack the goblin closest to him. So we're going to put him right up there. And on top of this, I've also decided to use the Red Box lid as the dice rolling area. So I thought it was a little better than that. So let's just roll for attacking with Poised Assault. He had a plus 10. That is going to be a hit. So that's a 17. Plus 10 is a 27. So now we're going to roll damage. 1d12 plus 6. He rolled a 6. Plus 6 is 12. Since I feel like damaging this goblin a lot, we're going to add we're going to use first of our 2 power strikes, because they did take a short rest back after the first encounter. And since I'm mentioning that now, there's 2 rests in the game, a short rest and an extended rest. Short rests, you can spend as many healing surges as you need to get to full HP. Healing surges are 1/4 of your actual HP, and depending on your class and your race and all that, it will tell you how many you have per day. And since 3 of our characters needed healing, I spent some healing surges on everybody. Well, not everyone, but anyone who took damage. And an extended rest allows you to grant all your healing surges, all your HP, your daily powers, and your encounter powers. A short rest just gets your encounter powers, and you can spend healing surges. There's another way to spend healing surges during an encounter, but I will go over that when it comes relevant. Alright, so we're going to roll this again, adding 12 to this. We got an 8. 8 plus 12 is 20. So we did 20 damage to this first goblin, and already we have bloodied him. Any of you remember his old stat block? It's the same. So he has 10 hit points left. And we are just going... Remember this? Yeah. This was the old HP tracker card from the last encounter. Well, I'm just going to keep reusing it until it becomes full on both the front and back. And if I can find the pencil I had, there it is, I will write his HP. So this is Goblin Cutthroat number 1. And he's already down to 10 hit points. So that was a nice opening turn for Falfon. After Falfon, it is going to be Molvgol's turn, who's all the way in the back of the group. So I'm probably going to send her towards the Goblin number 2 because she thinks at least Thom will help things over there. So we're going to let her go 1, 2, right there, and use her Phantasmal Force, which has a range of 10, and it has a +5 versus Will. Here we go. We're getting nice rolls. A 19. That's going to be more than enough versus his Will, and I shouldn't do that. And it's going to be 1d10 +5. Alright, 3 + 5 is 8 damage to Goblin Cutthroat number 2. So, 8 damage to Goblin Cutthroat number 2, dropping it to 22 hit points. Not bad at all. I'm trying to keep this red box right there, and I don't know why I keep putting it way over there. The only reason I'm trying to keep it over there is because of the fact that I don't want too much carpet being shown, because it actually looked really bad on one of my videos. Kind of like half the screen was just nothing but carpet. Alright, it is Nala's turn. Nala is probably going to help Molvgol out, and sending her wolf also to attack this goblin with her speed of 6. 1, 2, right there. And we're going to let her attack with her Reap the Harvest move, which is going to be +4 versus AC. She only got a 2, so that's going to be a miss. But her wolf can now attack, or charge, or whatever. We'll let him go 1, 2, 3. And attack. So we're going to go +10. Whoopsie. Where'd it go? Come turn. Oh, that's a 1. Fortunately, we miss. Alright, so now it is Jaundis's turn. And if you remember in the last round, or the last encounter, Jaundis has a move where if he attacks someone who hasn't acted in the initiative, he gets combat advantage against that player or monster. So it looks a little crowded by Nala, so he's not going to go that way, but he could go right here. 1, 2, right there should be good. And use his Bump and Run, which will be +7 due to combat advantage. +7 is not enough versus his AC. So his first strike is now wasted, unfortunately. Bringing it to a monster that's not been revealed yet. So I'm going to look at the tactics and see what it says about that specific monster. Hold on, I'm looking really fast trying to find this monster. No. Okay, so I see. There's a monster in here that cannot do a thing. Bringing it to the goblins. The goblins are now acting. The first goblin up here is actually going to screech as loud as it possibly can. And the players are mostly confused on why it's yelling before it attacks, but I guess they just assume it's a battle cry. So it is going to attack Falfon with his short sword. And if anyone remembers what his short sword does, it is a +6 versus AC. That is the wrong die. Remember, we use this die? Remember that? Remember this? Yeah. +6 versus AC. There's only a 13. That is not enough to hit. But it's probably best if he runs, because if he sits there, he is going to be killed. So we're going to let him run away 1, 2, 3 into this corner. Kind of sit there. Alright, the second goblin right here. His plan was to probably get to this door right here, for reasons that will be explained later, but I do not think he can get to that door anytime soon unless he crosses around these guys through the brazier. But he does have a move action called Deft Scurry, which will allow him to move shift 3 squares, but he cannot move through enemy squares. So we're going to let him shift 1, 2, 3, sit there in front of the brazier, and then we'll allow him to attack with his short sword. And where is the black die? I think it's still in the box. Where did I put it? I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, I was right. It was still in the box. Alright. So this is going to be +6 versus AC. Oh, poop. That's a natural 20. You know how natural 1s are auto miss? Well, a natural 20 is an auto hit. No matter what your bonus is, be it 1, be it 100, it is going to automatically hit whatever you're aiming at and do maximum damage. So 6 plus 5 is his maximum damage. So that's going to be 11 points of damage on poor little Nala. Why Nala had to be hurt? Why? Sorry. Just had to. And Nala's maximum HP is 33. Just for any of you out there wondering, her max is at 33. So with 11 points of damage, that is a 22. She is not a bulky character, but she loves to fight. I do not know why. At least I hope that's a 33 and my handwriting is not that too terrible. Oh well. Alright, so after that goblin, we are actually going to make a stealth check for a certain monster. So here we go. This is going to be +10. Wow, a natural 1 is only going to be 11. So once the monster tries to sneak out of the corridor, right down over here, that corridor, with its speed of 6, it starts right here. So it's going to go 1, 2, 3, and it's trying to be sneaky. Since the only person in range really can see it is Nala, we're going to have to make a perception check to see if we notice it leaving the corridor or not. So this is going to be her perception, which I actually flip her sheet over. Look at it because I have it on her HP side. Perception is one of her good skills, actually, right there. Perception. She is trained in it, and she has a +4 bonus due to her wisdom, which is 16. So this, altogether, trained, when you're trained in a skill, you have a auto +5 to it. If you're not trained, you just take your modifier and whatever random bonuses, like she has +2 to history, she has a +2 to, I think that says intimidate, and she also has a +2 to heal. But luckily, she's trained in perception, so this is going to be +9. Versus his 11 AC. I mean, not AC, stealth. So we're probably going to notice him very easily. Alright, let's see what we got. 14. That is going to be enough to see him coming out of the corridor, and his stealth failed. But since he came out, I guess I can show off his stat block because it doesn't really matter. But later I will not be showing their stat blocks because then the other players will know what's going on. Alright, so there we go. He's got that's his stats. And we're going to go ahead and look at his tactics. The tactics say, alerted by the cutthroat screech, the Hex Hurler moves quietly to the door facing at the pool. Roll a stealth check, blah blah blah. I already did that. The Hex Hurler is invisible to any character whose passive perception does not equal or exceed its stealth check result. Oh, whoops. Okay, so I screwed that up. I actually didn't read this book ahead of time, so their passive perception is taking a natural 10 and adding their bonus. So Nala notices the Hex Hurler. Her wolf notices the Hex Hurler. Now let's see if Mulvgol notices the Hex Hurler. Mulvgol's passive perception is... she has a +5 bonus. And since he only rolled an 11, Mulvgol notices the Hex Hurler popping out. And I'm just going to take this out of context and just say Mulvgol and Nala alert the guys up here that there is another monster on the out and about. We have to take care of it. So now everyone knows that this Hex Hurler is sitting around waiting to attack. And since he's now been spotted... Alright, let's see. On its first turn... Unfortunately, it doesn't have combat advantage. It uses its Blinding Hex on its first turn. Its Blinding Hex is a range of 10 versus Fortitude. Alright, so we're probably going to attack Molvgol, fortunately, since she's the closest. Here we go. This is going to be plus 10 versus the Fortitude defense. That is a 28. It actually rolled an 18. It's a 28. And is going to do 2d6 plus 5. That is 7 plus 5 is 12 damage to poor little Nala. I shouldn't have done that, probably because the Dungeon Master's job is not to kill the players, but actually help them. So, poor Nala only has 10 hit points to her name, and now she is bloodied. Alright, so that's it for the Hex Hurler. Redgar's turn. Redgar does not like seeing Nala bloodied, so he's going to move 1, 2, 3. Actually, no, hold on, because that would make an opportunity attack. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So he's going to attack the Hex Hurler, who just bloodied Nala, with his Blessings of Wrath. Let me get rid of this. Alright, this is going to be plus 5. 12 plus 5 is 17 versus his AC. The Hex Hurler's AC is 17. That is exactly what he needed. It is going to be 1d8 plus 5. That's only 6 damage, unfortunately, but it is some amount of damage. And one player within 5 squares will be able to do a plus 2 bonus to damage. So that's nice. Let's see if Falfon is in with range of that. 1, 2, 3, 4. So Falfon is in range of the Blessings of Wrath. So he will gain a plus 2 to damage next round. And now finally Thom, who is going to go right. I'm sorry, I hit the camera. I'm going to put him right up here. And we're going to use our Clever Shot along with our basic attack with our Pouncing Lynx stance. So this is going to be plus 6 versus AC. That is a 15. That is a 21. That's going to be a hit. And it's going to deal 1d10. Sorry, I keep bumping the camera. Plus 3. That is 9 damage. Let's see, is that enough to finish off Goblin Cutthroat number 1? With 10 HP, that is not going to finish off the Goblin. Alright. That was round 1 of the first encounter of the Twisted Halls. And if you want to know the name of that encounter, I actually have it right here. Encounter 1, Purification. And remember, if you want to be part of my D&D Redbox Through the Monster Vault experience and even further, send me a personal message and I will get back to you letting you know about your pick. You can pick any one of these 6 characters to be yours. We have Falfon the Fighter, Redgar the Cleric, Molvgol the Wizard, Thom the Hunter Ranger, Jaundice the Rogue, and Nala the Druid. And Falfon's a Slayer, just for any of you wondering. Just send me a personal message with the character pick of yours. And once the first character is picked, I will do an update video letting all of you know who is still left to be picked. Thank you for watching this video. I'm sorry it's been very long. It's just going to be these first couple of in the beginning of the encounters, these videos are going to be quite long, such as this one being just about 20 minutes long. But thank God for YouTube letting me do this. Alright, see ya.